slide goes into a little bit about Mr. Rogers. He was one of the most influential psychologists in American history. He is best known for developing a therapy approach that focuses on understanding people through empathy and respect. He was born on January 8, 1902 in Oak Park, Illinois. As he emphasizes the study of the whole person and the uniqueness of each individual, it focuses on personal growth, free will, self awareness, and the idea that every person has the potential to lead a fulfilling life. Third slideshow goes into his childhood, just explaining he was a fourth child of six children in a deeply religious and strict family. His parents valued education and hard work. As a child, Carl was shy and enjoyed reading and learning. His family owned a farm where he spent time on that helped him develop love for nature and science. Fourth slide is on his educations, explaining that he first studied agriculture at the University of Wisconsin. He later changed his degree, his major in history. Then he switched it again to study religion due to the fact that his family was a religious family, planning to become a minister. However, after attending Union Theological Seminary, he realized he wanted to help people in a different way. He transferred to Columbia University, receiving his PhD in clinical psychology in 1931. And as the picture below just shows him in a group meeting, just discussing with everyone in regards to the humanistic psychology and what all it pertains, and just getting everyone's opinion in regards to what they feel. Fifth slideshow goes into influences, how he influenced others. He influenced them by his work with troubled children at a Rochester Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. He believed that the people could grow and heal if they were given the right environment. A major concept in his theory is the self concept, which is how individuals view themselves, where there is a big gap between how a person sees themselves and how they wish to be. It can lead to emotional distress. Rogers emphasized the importance of reducing this gap through acceptance and understanding. Sixth slideshow goes into impacts. Carl Rogers developed client-centered therapy, as I said before, which focused on understanding the client's feelings and experiences without being judged. He also believed that empathy, genuineness, and unconditional positive regards were the most important qualities a therapist could offer. His ideas not only changed therapy, but it also influenced education, healthcare, and even leadership. Mr. Rogers believed that every person has the capacity for personal growth if given the right condition, though some criticize his approach as too idealistic. His legacy continues in counseling and psychology today as we all are using it and using his techniques. Seven slideshow just shows a few quotes that Mr. Rogers have said before. First one, I feel happier just being myself, letting others be themselves, which I agree. I am the same way. reflections on therapy, personal growth, and becoming a fully functioning person. As we have book four, A Way of Being, which was written in 1980, was more personal book reflecting on Rogers' evolving views and lifelong experiences. Last but not least, his fifth book, Freedom to Learn, was written in 1969, that applied his principles to education, promoting respect and student-centered learning. Right, and gonna go into the next slideshow that just goes into his legacy and just lets us know what his legacy stands for today. Foundation of Modern Counseling and Coaching. He applied in education. He applied his legacy in education, communication, leadership, and beyond, and also continued relevance in today's therapeutic practices. Slide 10 is just a conclusion, total just informing Carl Rogers' belief in the goodness and potential of all people, changes how we think about therapy and personal growth. His legacy continues to inspire those who work to support and care for others. Carl Rogers was also a pioneer in understanding people through empathy and respect. As I said before, his books help change how the therapist teaches and everyday people think about growth, communication, and personal development. His work continues to influence psychology, education, and counseling today. And as my last slideshow goes into the death of Mr. Carl Rogers. He passed away on February 4th, 1987, at the age of 85, suffering a fall and had to go under surgery, which after having surgery, he was doing well, and then he started to have complications, which caused him to eventually passing. But even after his death, his teaching continues to shape therapy